tired, worn down, whatever you want to call it. That's where I'm at right now. So, to make everything more clear to everybody in the world, so they can get a gist of what's happening here, you see, Slim Shady, Eminem is my olden issue. Have you seen all these rappers? They would come out and they would praise Eminem. I mean, every song they praise Eminem. Like, not every song, but like every time, like every month, every day of the year, they come out and they praise Eminem. They be like, Eminem, yeah, man, Eminem's like #1 in the world. He the best rapper of all time. And it's like, really? You feel that way? And I know how rappers truly feel about Eminem. And Eminem feels the same way about you. But it's a lot of lying going on. A lot of cap. Now, he said, I understand why 50 does it. Yeah, we know why 50 does it. But 50 isn't the only one doing it. Now, the reason that this gets done in the format that it gets done is for a plethora of reasons. Mainly, the reasons are achievements, awards. Oh yeah, y'all just got here. Don't forget to hit the like button. I see people jumping in here. They haven't hit the like button yet. Hit the like button so we can get rolling. Yes, my Cash App is Carceno, Karceno. The super chat work. We all working. But let's hit them likes up so they can know you're not bots. Now, I've personally been around artists that cannot stand Eminem. I mean, can't stand his raps, his songs, none of it. But yet, they would do an interview and they'd be praising how he's one of the greatest rappers ever. And I remember asking this, I was like, dude, I read in the magazine, I just read your interview. You ain't there praising Eminem. And he was like, man, you know, that's the business, man. That's the business. That's the business. But you know I don't listen to that shit. And I was like, I know that. But you was just praising the living hell out of him. And this was many years ago. This was like when like Encore was out. This is like when the Encore album was out. This is at that time. And asking questions, because interviewers would do this, would act and just shoehorn Eminem in the conversations he got no business, just to keep him relevant, because it's an agenda play to keep Eminem at the face of everything, even when it has nothing to do with him. To have all these rappers doing it. And now magazines are not the way to go anymore. Everybody's going towards internet. Eminem got his own station. He has his own platform. He has Shady, whatever. Shady 45, 45 or whatever. Where he gets a band, rap music, rappers for doing interviews. Because if it's against him, he don't want it on the platform. he gets the right to ban people, like his ancestors, and play colonizer when he was the guest. Wasn't even the group he was supporting. Getting behind D12. No. He didn't get behind D12 till it was opportunistic for him to get behind D12. He went back and got with the Dirty Dozen because he fell out with Proof and he ran with Royce. Then when Royce got the deal, based on him being attached to Eminem, Royce thought it was based on his talent alone. And once Eminem stepped away from him, his album tanked. All because of that. Paul Rosenberg, who was a failed rapper, became a manager, and Eminem became the person he wanted to manage. He has no care about managing black artists. None in the world. So why in the world does he want to manage D12? He does not. He couldn't care less about D12. He cares about Eminem. But Eminem felt, I have to do this for them, for us. Because see, Eminem's gonna eat more off a D12 album than he is off his own album, as far as records sold. Eminem had a terrible contract. But they found ways to make Eminem rich. Tours, international tours. Rappers couldn't get that. So to keep the doors of opportunity open, all these artists don't want to upset Eminem because doors closed for rappers when you talk about Eminem, and you don't even know why. Certain rapper was, been out of the game, said something crazy about Eminem, and tried to go do a show at the fest. That didn't work. The fest removed his name without question. They said, oh, the guy who puts on this fest said that it's too many acts and they had to cut acts, and your name was just on the list that got cut. What's funny about it is that that wasn't the first fest. All because he said something about Eminem. Now this rapper then murdered somebody. This rapper has murdered somebody before, and he was good to go. Once he said something about Eminem, things dried up real quick. Now, there's a lot of rappers in this game that don't feel Eminem music. But when you go out your way to say the truth about Eminem, they're going to find a way to shut you down. Now, is Eminem a dope rapper? Of course, he's a dope rapper. He can rhyme syllables, rhyme patterns, rhyme schemes, the rhyming of words, but doesn't make a great song. That's when you're going to have your head scratches. That's when you're going to have people coming in going, well, I don't know, is it a good song? I just don't know. Now, why would they feel that way? Why would they feel, I don't know if this is a good song or not? Normally, the hook, the melody, and whatever is included in the record is not meshing well. So if it's not meshing well, nobody's gonna care. So Eminem is an artist that needs something to vibe off of. He needs something to give him the strength to do what he does. And when he doesn't have that, it kind of implodes and goes in a direction others are not really privy to or just don't see. I see it all. So when I saw Eminem, I saw what he was going to be. Good job. I'll be back. All right. Gotta let my housekeeper know what I'm doing. She's doing a good job. I got rid of the other one for touching my thermostat. I like my house hot. You can't stand the heat? Go clean the kitchen. Now, my parking brake ain't on. Now, I've tried to tell people countless times about getting in the ring with somebody you don't understand. Eminem is like what you would call a giant in this game. Eminem is a giant in the game. And the reason Eminem has become a giant in the game is very simple reasons. It's not, based on reasons and terms. Some people may know or may not know. It was time for them, and they finally had a white rapper that could push the envelope, right? But now, since they control the rap game, ain't pretty much nothing they could do. So now that they know this is all they can do, they stuck. These people are stuck. You see, nobody saw it ring true that Eminem wasn't packing them in, he wasn't making money for them anymore, but they kept putting his name in magazines and putting him in all the pop stuff, trying to keep his name up in praise, calling him the greatest rapper ever. So now, all these younger people who don't even listen to his music call Eminem like, yo, Eminem's the GOAT, he's GOATed. GOATed off of what? Really? Now, I like some of his, like before anybody was liking Eminem, I liked him as a battle rapper. He's a diss head. I like that Eminem. I like old hip hop Eminem. Once he switched and went to this alternative route, he was a rapper who needs direction. Without direction, Eminem He's bland. He has no creativity. And I've learned that about him. And then he did an interview based off my live stream that I did. I had like 5,000-6,000 people in the live stream. And I was talking about MGK's song. He listened to it while on the video set, Jordan Lucas. And they sitting there watching my live stream. He got to hear me say all those things about him. He watched the entire live stream. Trust me, I know. I've talked to Eminem's best friend. He watched that interview. I mean, he watched that live stream all the way from the point he came in at to the end. And that's when he came out with that little short they did about snares. We're fresh out of snares. We're going to catering to get snares. We're fresh out of snares. But we got, so when he did that, that's because that's in the video. I'm like, you've never heard nobody in the black, nobody black in the studio say, yo, I need more snare in my headphones. Where's my snare? Where's my snare? I need more snare. I need more snare drum in my headphones. I need my snare. Where's my snare? So when I was clowning him for that, that's when Eminem made that little short. So I knew it poked him. It got under his skin because I was telling truth. I was saying stuff that other people in D12 can't say because they know what would come to with the ramifications of saying that. And see, most of y'all didn't know at that time, Lear Cohen had already came in and took all my monetization away. I had no money coming in from YouTube at that time. In 2018, when this rap battle started, no money. They had took, Lear Cohen came and took it all away. Nobody really knew. I had to fight to get it back. And they stalled as long as they could. And that battle went on for 6 months. 6 months. And I said, y'all won't do this to me ever again. That's why the Patreon video that we just put out, the most explosive one, is very important. Because all of that is connected. So they couldn't do nothing to me on that video. I'm like, I could say and do whatever I want. Y'all can't do nothing now because you done took the money now. I can say and do whatever I want. I can go all the way in. And I know you won't like it, and I don't care. So now, it's on. So when I told the truth about the outsiders, how he used them, then came in and made a song apologizing. Eminem does not have creativity. He has to get around creative people in order to work. It's not a knock against Eminem. It's just the truth. This is the truth about Eminem in real time. He's not what everybody think he is as a song maker. Rapper, yes. Song maker, Jay-Z makes better songs than him. Period. Nas has more creativity in his pinky finger than Eminem. Eminem is a diss head, but he needs direction. Because if you listen to his first album, okay, what is his album about? When he had, hi, my name is, what? My name is, it was the introduction of Slim Shady. What was his album about? I like the album. But what was it really about? Can you say? It's not negative energy. It's called truth. What was Eminem's album about? It was about killing my wife, my baby mom, Kim, Vicodin pills, and I hate my mom. Right? That was the album. Album 2. Dissing the homosexual community, popping pills, Vicodin, kill my wife, kill my mom. Kill my baby moms, kill my mom. This is what we heard for 2 albums of Eminem. That they even make a skit on the second album about it with the manager. Dre's talking about blunts, bitches. You're talking about homosexuals and Vicodin. I can't sell this album. They made a funny skit about it because that's really his stick. That's all he did. He just did the same thing over again for the second album that he just did on the first album. It's just that the second album is more polished. Because he already had songs he had pre-recorded, and then they did some extra songs just to add to the first album. Now, the third album, which is his best album he ever did, what was it about? Do anybody know? I do. But this is what I'm saying. People don't think about the album. They just listen to songs individually now. So they're not programmed. So I'm going to help you know what the album is about. The album is about Eminem adjusting to fame now that he is super famous. And he can't go anywhere anymore. His whole life has changed. So this is his life. The Eminem show is like the Truman Show. Everybody's watching my life like a movie. Like I'm on center stage and everybody's watching me, and this is my reaction to all of this nonsense. I can't, it's like difficult trying to transition, and I feel like a prisoner, and I've created this isolated life now that I didn't want to give to my daughter. And now I feel bad because yes, I wanted to provide for her and have a job so I could buy her whatever she wanted and give her the life she never dreamed of, but now I forced us to be prisoners. Now we got to be alienated from the rest of the world. I didn't want this, but it comes with it. That's what the Eminem show was about. So the theme was set. And as you listen to the album, it fits. Sing for the Moment. All of these things was based around the experiences he went through, almost losing his daughter, the incident with Kim and the bouncer. That was about 6 of the songs on the album. Toy Soldiers is actually on the Encore album. So after this, Eminem was burnt out. He had the 8 Mile movie he was filming at the same time. They just got 50 Cent. So they go from the D12 album, like they got the second album coming out. They got 8 Mile, D12 second album coming out, which had more production. They had Kanye West on there on one of the tracks. They had like some other producers come in there. And then they had, they went straight to the 50 Cent project. That's a $20 million rollout. So now everything shifts towards 50 Cent. 50 Cent is like the biggest thing going. So this is gonna be the most massive rollout in probably history, bigger than Eminem's rollout. So you spend $20 million of marketing and budget for the coming of 50 Cent, and if this goes left, then everything goes left. So it's like, okay, so what are we really doing here? Are we really finna try to pull this off? What are we doing? So now the narratives change. The narratives come through like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Damn, that damn bus needs his brakes fixed. So after that, Eminem became stuck. Proof died shortly after the Encore album when they did Toy Soldiers, but the Encore album was destroyed. They tried to take Eminem back from all this gangster stuff, the war with Ja Rule, and it just took him to a whole nother place. He trying to lift weights like 50 Cent. He thought he was tough. He's wearing do-rags. And it's like, what the hell's going on here? So he thought he was 50 Cent Jr. And now it's not D12 no more. It's mostly Shady and Aftermath, the Shady Unit. That's all it was. D12 and G Unit now. Now everybody is no more fun rap. Everybody is into the gangster role. D12 is now gangsters. So it went to a whole nother level. Plus, because the music now is so passive aggressive, you can't play none of the old Eminem records or D12 records. And the reason why you can't play those records is because if you play those records, you know what happens? If you play those old D12 records, it's so abrasive, you couldn't even get through probably one song. I'm responsible for killing John Candy. Got John Benet Ramsey in my 98 Camry. You couldn't, right? It's so abrasive. They be, oh my God, did he just say that? They say stuff like this all the time. So when you hear the music and you hear the direction that these that they go in, they don't really need that stuff. They just keep it on the back burner. But for Eminem, it often changes for Eminem. It keeps going down a road that many don't follow for many reasons. So when Eminem came to fruition, or the loss of proof, he went through depression, eating, taking Vicodin pills, but his creativity, his muse, all that's gone. And music has changed now. So shock rap is out. In Midwest, it's called shock rap. They say stuff like that. What you hollering and yelling about? I reach in your mouth and pull your effing skeleton out. You want to fight? You don't want to fight? That's like Debo fighting Peebo Bryson. My adolescent years ain't shit to what I do now. I never grew up. I was born grown. I grew down. The older I get, the bigger the it I get in. The incident is I fit in. How boring it get? How boring it get when there's no one to hit? I don't know when to quit throwing a fit. I know I feel flaky, but they hate me. It's those who ache me and say they can take me. It's they who legs I break and make achy. It's they who mistake me, make me so angry. I hit on you. Start this and do the opposite on you. You weren't listening. I said a cop a squat on you and start spilling your gut like chicken caught on blue and straight shit like Notorious Big did to that chick on his skid on his last album. Pull my pants down and cause when I get off 2 hits and F, my disc slips and disconnects till I walk around this bitch with a twisted neck, but still shit on the first chick that disrespects. Overreaction was my only reaction, which only sets off a chain reaction to put 5 more maniacs and zaniacs in action. A black packet with black jackets who pack 10, 9 millimeters, 5 criminals leaving leaders and leaving bloods and leaders like some women's pools. Shots to individuals, shoot at women too. A lot of people say misogynistic, which is true. I don't deny it. Matter of fact, I stand by it. So please stand by us and start up a damn riot. If you don't want to get stampeded, then stand quiet. Boy, girl, dog, woman, man, child, owl. So now, all of those all of those lyrics and rhymes and bars put together in one rhyme, making it bounce in the syllables. Your life, your wife, your kids, your cars, your house, your spouse, your rings, your things. You're rhyming words built around a premise. So it was always the top or the best. But do you see these other rappers who seem like they're forced to keep mentioning the same person over and over again, and they praise Eminem, but you never hear them praise each other? It's very rare they would do that. But these are the people they grew up on. But they would go out their way to bring up Eminem. And they say they get asked about it. That's the reason why. He's like, oh, we don't be volunteering that. He's like, whoever doing the interview, they just would, like, that question would pop up. Like, you ever did a song with Eminem, or you ever, Eminem name would just pop up in the interviews. And he was like, we just be like, we don't really care, it is not or not. We just do the interview. But we do kind of scratch our head, like, what does this have to do with Eminem? Excuse me. Hey, I'm here to check my schedule. Okay, I was like, you don't have an appointment. You made me nervous. But so you want to check your schedule, you said? Yeah. Okay, let's see. You're scared. I know I haven't stretched you in a while. Yeah, I know. You're on the list. Yeah, I was out for a month. I know I got all y'all on the list. So you're with Abe on Saturday at 12. Okay, Saturday at 12. Wait, hold on, hold on. Two Kevin D's and very close to me. You're on Thursday at 2 with Cammy, and then you've got her next Thursday at 10. See, I got Heather next Thursday. No, you're Cammy for both. I got Cammy for both? Well, what day I got Heather? Well, we gotta find a date for her too. So right now, what I thought. Yeah. No, yeah, I was booked already. Do you want to do the following Thursday then? What day is that? To see if she can. So the Thursday after the 29th would be in June. The 5th. Oh, the 5th I can do. 2:30. Sorry, that works. 3. What am I? 3 works. That's okay. Because the kids will be out of school, so rush hour shouldn't be that bad.
Hopefully.
Yeah,
Is that what it is?
Oh, the school buses make it
It's
worse.
It's
Yeah.
it's awful. And then the minute everybody gets out of school, you're like, oh my God,
Yep.
hallelujah. Like,
But it's
the
been
traffic in the
worse.
morning gets better, the traffic
Yeah.
It's been worse the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's
all the
school and construction at
Yes.
the same time.
Yep. And then it's
And
graduations and
all the
proms.
snowbirds have come back into town from being away.
Yep.
And all the college kids are back.
Oh, fun.
Because they all came back from school.
I'm like something.
Yeah, I feel like everybody came back home.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like an hour to get here now.
All right. I'll see y'all Saturday.
All right.
All right. Now, that's taken care of. Sorry about that. We can get. Oh, hit the like button, good people. Oh, we ain't done. We just getting cooking with Crisco. Mm-hmm. I don't know why they knocking out my chat. I can't see the chat. Boy, they do. Now here we go. G Rap was the first of his kind, really. That really grimy man. He's the father of Nas, AZ, all these rappers you know now with that flow, that delivery. Oh man, one of one with that lisp, man. Shoot, the boss of all bosses. I mean, man, he was that. Him and DJ Polo, shoot. It's a shame. It's still one of my favorites. And the song with him and Nas, that's where Nas honed his style from. He was at G Rap House. He was around all these dudes. AZ, G Rap, Rakim would even stop by. It was like these was the gods of hip hop. And they was like all in one house, and this dude is sitting there spitting with the goats. And it was like, this how you know if you cold or not. Like you could hold your own. See, back then you had to be stamped before, like, okay, these dudes saying he the one. We got to get behind him. If Nas didn't have that buzz, he gonna get signed. He was the one. Now for Eminem, like Eminem could rap. So if you challenge him to throw some bars, Eminem could rap, but he was a diss head. Diss rap and rhyming is two different things. Eminem had to learn how to rap. Anybody could diss. Like, I mean, Eminem's very good at it. You know, but to actually rap, like I'm just rapping about anything, like this and this and this and that. You know, you gotta really pattern and hone your skills and then try to formulate that to a song and to structure it to something that everybody else is gonna play over and over again and play in clubs. It's like, okay, yeah, you made the diss rap, and the people who like battle rap, yeah, they you know, they don't make a lot of money. They don't sell records. They battle rap. You know, this is why Papoose didn't sell a lot of records. This is why all these guys, they battle rap. But what songs they got? Right. That's why most song makers are not not good at dissing. Like Jay-Z's not a diss rapper. He was a rap battler before, but he really couldn't battle rap. He wasn't good. He was too witty and too slick with his words and all of this, and but he just rapped fast, so everybody thought he was, you know, like winning, and he really wasn't. He just had the crowd because of his style. My name is Sean the Corner, I'm making it harder. I'm taking the shaking and breaking, I'm making a mind, they way behind. I give them a Tylenol and I can make them all fall. And taking them up and taking them up in the river and making them all of y'all. I told him the one, the iggity, higgity. He was doing the iggity style, just bouncing words. And once you start bouncing words like that, you sounding like the Fooshnickens and all this, it was like, whoa, it sounds good. But when you listen to it, eh. They never had it like everybody else had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so many guys in this game that's got scared. They dropped the ball, they had it, man, and they lost it. There's plenty of those guys. Those cats are everywhere. We done seen them flat out, laid out, the whole nine. No, it was a whole new situation that transpired. When it's a majority of them. So it's like, what you gonna do? It's a majority of them. I just don't have time to sit here and go through 6-7 hours of just headaches. I want to get in, get out, and don't want to do anything. I just don't need problems. Problems is what bother me. I don't need headaches. I don't need problems. He said problems need me. Yeah, so now Eminem reinvents himself. He grows a beard. He take out the blue contact lens. He take out the blonde out his hair. Now he's wearing a hat. He's walking around and I'm not afraid to take a stand. I'm an alternative rapper. I'm gonna sing all of my lyrics. No more rapping. This my song. And I'm like, what the hell is this garbage? And sure enough, white folks ate it up. But Eminem was like, I'm back. I got my rhyming back. I'm on point now. So Lil Wayne and syrup rap was everywhere now. So syrupy rap was the new thing. And Eminem had to come out and show that I'm better than Drake, I'm better than Lil Wayne, I got to get on the track with them and burn them. So that was the plan. He was going to make a song dissing them, and they was like, nah, that's the bad move. You need to just get on the track with them. Yeah, dead right. Yeah, that's dead right. Get on the track with them. Yeah, do a song with them and show them why you Eminem. Yeah. Well, he tried It's kind of hard when you got people with agendas in the way, and they got all this misunderstanding and all this garbage going on. Yeah, and then Drop the World. He came in and blazed Lil Wayne on Drop the World and dropped that verse like, I'll never lose it again. I'm back. I ain't losing my pen no more. I'm back spitting venom. Eminem's back. So he's coming on a Lil Wayne record just to talk about I've been the big of the red of a giant. You ready? And this is when Lil Wayne was the biggest thing in rap. But now Lil Wayne is gone. And it's the Eminem era. I mean, Eminem is still staying in the light. Lil Wayne, now they treat him like, get him out of here. It's Lil Wayne. And knowing he done fathered all of these junkies and hip hop junkies. Dog, Snoop came out in 1991, 92. And they still treat Snoop like he the biggest thing on earth. And Snoop don't even have to make records. He just made one to make one. Snoop don't need that no more. All Snoop got to do is walk in. And he gets a check. Snoop was at the Olympics as the ambassador of the United States. Snoop Dogg. I'd be like, you sent a man that get high all the time to be the ambassador to people who can't afford to get high. Because if they drop anything in weed, they gonna forfeit what just happened. I had no feelings which way, shape, or form. I told 3 to 4 different people, I said, well, look, if they want to take this avenue and they want to go this route, this is going to be the outcome. It's not going to go the way they think. There's so many people that's trying to hold down everything. They're trying to hold down everybody. So because of the course of trying to hold down everybody, they screwing up for everybody. If that makes sense to you, if you're able to understand that, then you can understand it. They want to control the game so much. They want to control what you view, what you see, that when MGK spoke up against Eminem, it was like a monumental shake to the system. Because, okay, it's like, all right, this guy's talking about Eminem. It's not going to go anywhere. Right? This is Diddy's artist. He signed the Bad Boy in Interscope. And what does Eminem do? He goes out and says Diddy put out the hit that got Tupac killed on a record because he's mad at Diddy for giving him the okay to go ahead and diss him. When Diddy wasn't even concerned about it, wasn't following it, wasn't doing anything. Diddy was like, I ain't know what's going on. And he keep talking about you got the Diddy okay to do it. Interscope okayed it. Your label. They were okay with it. Like, oh, this is going to be a back and forth with Eminem, and this is, oh, we're going to make money off this. This is for us. That's what they were thinking. But they didn't know Eminem was going to get eviscerated with the diss record. When that disc record came out with the music video and Interscope on the label, they were toast. That song was monumentally hard.
Hey, what's first for you?
Let me get a large chocolate shake.
Okay.
And let me get a codfish dinner.
2-piece or 3-piece?
2-piece.
Is fries and coleslaw okay?
No, I don't want fries and coleslaw. Let me get broccoli. And I would take a soup. What's the soup of the day?
Chicken noodle or chili?
I'll take chicken noodle soup.
And that was a 2-piece, right?
That's a 2-piece.
Okay.
And for my drink, I would like it to be a Coke. Large.
Okay. Large Coke?
Yep.
Anything else for you?
That'll be all.
$24.54.
All right. Thank you. I'm a cokehead. I can't help it. I need Coke. I tried to kick the habit. I can't. It's like it keeps calling me. It's calling me. It's calling me. It's calling me. If Giannis goes to Golden State, he'll be miserable. Would they win a championship? It's hard to say because their offense don't fit what Giannis runs. Giannis would have to move around a lot without the ball. It's not what he likes to do. So Giannis would have to bring the ball up. And it's going to be a lot of moving around. And their movement offense. All right, pull for it. Okay. It's a lot of movement offense. So, yeah, see, they got to cook my food. And that's what I like. They was like, man, we got to get a codfish. That's right. We got to get the codfish going. Absolutely right. And don't you forget it. Because I ain't going to let them forget it. When I get off 2 hits of X, the disc slips and disconnects till I walk around here with a twisted neck, but still hit on the first chick. The disrespect. Overreaction's my only reaction, which only puts off a chain reaction. There's 5 more zaniacs and maniacs in action. So no, what happened after that song comes out? What does Eminem do? They went into complete sabotage mode and they tried to take the video down. So for a while, the video was down. They was like, oh, it had a copyright of Eminem song, Not Afraid. So they had to go in there, Not Afraid. He was like, oh, that's me. He's taking my voice and using it for the record. So now they had to have it redone so that it's not Eminem's voice, and then the video is right back where it is. So it was they had a takedown notice, all kind of craziness, man. It was a monumental cluster going on because Eminem's reputation for the first time is being tested, and the guy's white and he's on your record label. Well, he's on the same label as you, Interscope. You were the giant. Here's the new one coming to take the throne. And you don't like him. And this is bad. And now it's an inner fight with the new people at Interscope and the old people of Interscope. And 50 Cent already told you, he's like, man, I don't even know these people no more. He's like, when you ain't popping, Like for his last album, it was like they was treating him like, yeah, wait in the lobby. Like, wow, wait in the lobby. It's 50 Cent. And you telling him to wait in the lobby? Damn, that is like disrespectful. Wasn't nothing like it was when he was popping. Now it's wait in the lobby? Dude then sold about 30, 40 million records. And you telling him to wait in the lobby? So MGK comes along and does this, so everybody's all, oh, Eminem finna crush him, just wait. And Eminem's not putting out a record. This is how you know he's changed. He's corporate Eminem, and that is all it is. So now that he's corporate Eminem, everybody around him is changed. His goals, everything about him is totally flipped. Now he goes on Shady 45, his label, his channel, his label, and he go get Sway from Sway and Tech, who, and like, I'm gonna do a sit down interview with you and explain for about 45 minutes to an hour as to why this MGK thing is happening. You know, like, do I make a song? And do I want him to blow up? You're doing an interview blowing him up right now. You're on like a therapy section because somebody dissed you. You're Eminem. You're a diss rapper. This is right up your alley. You got a green light to go right at this dude. You just dissed him on an album and he responded to your diss record you did on the Royce album. Now it's time for you to be an MC. This is it. This your moment. And what'd he do? He took 2 weeks to put out Kill Shot. And when I heard Kill Shot, I said, wow, I'm very surprised Eminem took this approach. And he spent most of the time dissing me, dissing MGK. He just put us all in one ball. I'm like, damn, he dissing me. Weird Beard. Weird Beard. I was doing that all through the live stream. Weird Beard. Weird Beard. And he putting that in the intro. His beard is weird. Weird Beard. Weird Beard. Oh, they got a sister working here now. All right, there's my shake.
Here you are.
All right, hold on. Okay.
Have a wonderful day.
You too. All right, they got sisters up in here. Damn, they got caramel all up in here. What the hell is going on around here? Come on, sister, we gotta get it right. Oh man, the top coming off. Come on, sis. You making us look bad. Don't do that. Last thing you need is a top flying off, shake going everywhere, and you getting a bad review. All right, my broccoli, my soup. I got my tartar sauce. We ready to fly now, just like Rocky. So what did he do? What did Slim and them do? Oh, Slim and them put out a song, and I didn't think he was gonna do it that way. I said, wow, that surprised me. He decided to go out as an MC. He did a beat that nobody would ever follow. Nobody would ever take that beat and use it ever in life. Because there's really no beat. There is no beat. Kill Shot is really no beat whatsoever. If you played the instrumental to Kill Shot, you'd be like, what the hell is this? And then you got to put a drum to that. Can you imagine? So there's no beat. It's basically a 1-3. Then the drum comes in to give it the 2-4 hit. And you're trying to say, okay, well, no one's ever gonna follow this. Like, no one's gonna take his beat and then rap on it. And then you listen to the song, and it's like, okay, he's going out in his rapper mode. And as I'm listening to the rap, I said, oh, I get it. He's laying down the patterns, because the only thing Eminem could do to MGK is son him. So that's the only thing he could do. So his accomplishment, he has to, like, dude, but I was your age, I already had 3 albums that in blue. I'm gonna tell you something that I don't do. Going to somebody's mouth, taking out food. You know, it's like he spent I think from an MC's perspective, like, Eminem gave him levels. He showed him the range he has in rap. Now, nobody in the world is gonna think MGK is a better rapper than Eminem, because Eminem is the better rapper. We know that from an MC standpoint. MGK is one level, and he's very good at that one level. But he showed him different levels of rap, different styles that he used in that whole rap battle. But he didn't win. Kill Shot is not a better song than Rap Devil. Rap Devil just was, no. From the beat to the tone, all of it. It was merciless. It was a flawless one. And everybody heard Kill Shot try to say, Eminem got him. I'm like, you don't even know what you're talking about. But I understand. I like what he did. It was a good effort. It was a really good effort, but it's not beating that song. He made his point, and he lyrically showed, I'm a lyrical better rapper than you. Yes, he did that. But we knew that already. People expected Eminem to burn him, and he didn't. And that's when I said, it's over. If MGK drops anything right now, he will finish Eminem, because he has nothing left. And guess what? He wasn't allowed to. Interscope started shutting him down immediately. They wanted to shut the rap battle down immediately. Paul Rosenberg is talking to Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine is about almost 1 foot out the door. He's not really with Interscope anymore. He's making calls. They got everybody making calls in panic now because Eminem has gotten his butt whooped, and they got to try to make it look like Eminem won. They paid millions to make that Kill Shot the #1 streamed video on YouTube. You know how many millions they paid for that? Nobody was playing Kill Shot like that. They had to have it beat Rap Devil, which people played a lot. It was a battle going on at the jukebox. White people were battling each other. White people, this white dude playing MGK, and the white guy come in playing Eminem, and another guy played some more MGK songs, and it was just crazy. Dudes like, I could play Eminem all day. You only can play one song of MGK. Oh no, I got more MGK, buddy. We going to the jukebox. They spending money jukebox battling. This is how crazy it was. Damn, Damn, she's still here? Yeah, the jukebox battle. Okay, there she goes. She's leaving now. I'm gonna say, you still in my house? All right, you have a nice day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Let me make sure she did a good job. My mom and get him and be like, she did a terrible job. All right, mom. She did a terrible job. Okay. I hope she ain't using that lemon stuff. Because that stuff bring out the ants. I mean, I had an ant party in my bathroom. They were like, hey, lemons! Ooh, come on, baby, it's a lemon party. Come on. Ants was kicking it last time. I was, what the hell? Ants was everywhere. Ants, I'm like, she didn't clean my floor with some lemon stuff? Does she not know what season it is? They were all in my bathroom. They were lined up. They by the water in the tub, like, hey, come on, baby. Come on, Sam. Get in the pool. I gotta check on that right now. Them ants will be here in 0.5 seconds. Okay. All right. Everything seemed in order. All right. Cool, cool, and cool again. So MGK had a rap album coming out. It was never pushed. Diddy had to hire more security after what Eminem said and them putting out narratives about him and he having something to do with Tupac being hit, and they having a documentary talking about Puffy's involvement and all this stuff. So he went and hired more security based off of it. Then Eminem sent a blanket apology because he was going to be sued by Diddy. for saying his name. And they didn't want that in the publicity, saying that it was just, how Eminem just be rapping. So Jimmy Iovine had to make right with Puffy over that because they both own stock in MGK. He was signed to Bad Boy in Interscope because he's with Interscope too at the time. Bad Boy Records was over there. So Jimmy and Puff, they worked that out. Y'all didn't know that because they kept it quiet. But these rappers now are told to praise Eminem because MGK whole album got stopped from coming out. He put out 7 songs, which was an EP, like a smaller version of the album. And then the main album was coming out. The main album was coming out on like later that year. But everybody was like, this album sucks. These 7 songs are terrible. And they was, Eminem fans bashing the album and Interscope and Eminem people pushing people to say all his songs suck. The binge, 7 songs is terrible. And so they went and canceled his album out of fear that he was going to talk about Eminem. So they said no Eminem songs, no nothing. They put him on tour. He performed Rap Devil live on tour. And they said, all right, that's enough. Eminem's friend or whatever, the bouncers, tried to go rush up there. You're destroying families, bro. He was like, man, get out my face. Then the next thing you know, he ended up getting whooped at the hotel. That was the best part about it. I couldn't. Oh my God. I love every beat, every punch that went into his face. He deserved it. He asked for it. He harassed them, followed them across the street to the hotel. They had enough of him. And I didn't blame him. I'm like, hit him in the other face. Other side of the face. He's the extra in movies that always keeps getting beat up. He done been in about 1,000 movies playing the same role, the guy that gets beat up. They almost got everything right for the first time. They forgot the fork. Almost got everything right. Would have been a first time for that place. Oh, that's beautiful. Look what she did. She knows she's got to put this right here. And when they dry, babe, they got to go back up here. Now, Slim Shady, Eminem is the olden issue. I'm gonna go ahead and eat my food. I think that's enough to get caught up by Eminem, who was one of the rappers that I was talking about. About Eminem, and they did stuff to him. I thought I told you he killed somebody before. I thought that would have told you, gave you a hint. As to who one of the rappers are. So if you haven't seen the most explosive video I ever made, it's on the Patreon right now. Go check that out. We talked about Esham already on this channel. The shock rap legend. He was doing all the horror. He was doing horror rap. It wasn't even shock rap, so he was doing that Bone Thug stuff way back then. So, shouts out to Kwame Brown, Bust Life. Welcome to HDII TV, Sports Talk with Jose Rodriguez, Too Raw for TV, and my Patreon, Carcino for Life. I'm out.